So welcome, and today we're going to learn that how to apply the elimination process for the non-zero boundary conditions. So this type of questions are arrived mostly in the heat transfer analysis. So in the heat transfer analysis, we have a governing equation. So the governing equation can be defined as it is equal to the global stiffness matrix K suffix T because of the conduction into temperature vector T. This is a temperature vector T is equal to the rate vector that is equal to summation of RQ plus R capital Q. This is in the case of the one-dimensional heat conduction, one-dimensional heat conduction governing equation. Most of the governing equations are the global stiffness matrix into temperature into is equal to the RQ plus R suffix Q, where we know that the RQ is equal to the because of the heat flux. Okay, so because of the heat flux, this is called also called it is a rate vector because of the heat flux. Similarly, R suffix Q is nothing but it is a rate vector because of the internal heat generation. Heat generation. So if these two are present, therefore we're going to get that R suffix Q vector, R suffix capital Q vector. So now let us try to apply the elimination process if the boundary conditions are given in the problem. Let us take a simple example of wall, one-dimensional wall, having a discretized into a two elements. Let us say that it is discretized into the element 1 and element 2. So if you discretize this into the element, two elements, therefore it is possible to draw a line element having a nodal number 1 and nodal number 2, and this is a nodal number 3. So at nodal number 1, let us say that it has a temperature T1. At nodal number 2, let us say it is a T2. At nodal number 3, it is T3. Because it is a one-dimensional member. So if one-dimensional member is there, therefore nodal number 1, nodal number 2, nodal number 3 having only 1 degree of freedom, therefore you're going to get that only one directional temperatures only. Okay, so therefore it is possible to say that the global temperature vector for this simple wall having a two elements and three nodals is called as a the temperature vector would be the always it is a column vector. It can be read as T1, T2, and T3. So this is called as a global temperature vector. So let us say that and element 1 having a stiffness matrix KT superposition 1 and element 2 also having a KT superposition 2. So once you combine this one, then you will get the global stiffness matrix KT. So let us write down here, it may have that 3 by 3 range. So therefore, let us say that the first element is equal to K11. Let us write down that second element K12. Let us say third element is equal to K13. And similarly, the second row can be written as K21 and K22 and K23. And third row can be written as K31 and K32 and K33. So these are the stiffness matrix. Let us assume that this is called as a global stiffness matrix for a given problem. And we know that the temperature would be called as a T1, T2, and T3. And this would be the temperature vector, and that must be equal to the rate vector RQ plus R suffix Q. Okay, so therefore R suffix small q can be write as it is equal to the and let us say at nodal number 1 we can say assume that it is having that Q1 temperature, and let us say at nodal number 2 let us say it is a Q2 temperature, at nodal number 3 let us say it is a Q3 temperature. And if you are going to add this one, therefore you may be going to get that it may have that Q1 minus of Q2 plus Q2, and the last term we may get that it is equal to minus Q3. Okay, so why? Because at nodal number 2 it is having that q2. Therefore, for first element, the r suffix q can be read as q1 by minus q2. And for second element, it possible to write as rq can be write as it is equal to the a positive of q2 and negative of q3. So this is because of the rq. So now plus and capital rq can be write as it is equal to the it can be write as it is a. So now the R capital Q can be read as QL by 2 into 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1. So here, this can be read as for first element, these are the first two elements belongs to, and second two elements belongs to the second element. So this is a general governing equation. For example, let us say in this problem, if the boundary condition means that at a inlet, if we inlet or the, this is a inner surface. At inner surface, if T1 is given, let us assume that this is equal to the 28 degrees, and means that here the boundary condition can be say that it is equal to the T1 is equal to 28 degrees. So this is not a zero quantity. It is other than zero. It's more than zero. So it may be that minus sign or maybe the plus sign. Don't worry about that thing. But other than zero means you have to apply the boundary conditions. So now here, let us try to apply that the T1 is equal to the 28 degrees. That is equal boundary condition we have applied. Now I want to use the elimination process to reduce the system of complexity. So here there are the three equations are there. If these three equations are there, therefore unknown values will become more. So to solve this type of problems, we have to use the elimination process. How we are going to use the elimination process? The same way that we discussed in the last 1, 2, 3 units. If the boundary condition T1 is given, just what we are going to do, we are going to eliminate that particular row. Means that in the stiffness matrix, we can say this row belongs to the T1 rows, this second row T2 rows, and third row will become the T3 rows. Similarly, the columns also, first column T1 column, and second T2, then third one is T3. So if T1 is given, eliminate that particular row and column. Eliminate the particular row and column because it is a T1 is given in the problem. We're going to see that if is other than T1 also in the next one. Okay, but here it is given that T1, let us assume that the T1 is given. That's why we eliminate the T1 row and T1 column. And similarly, we have to eliminate the first elements in a force vector or the rate vector. Okay, so means that it is reduced to the K is reduced to the 2 by 2. And this would be if T1 is applied 28 degrees, this also should be eliminated and it is reduced to 2 by 1. And this is also 2 by 1 and it is also reduced to 2 by 1. But this rate vector, this two together itself called as a rate vector, that is equal to the, this should be the capital R and this should be modified because if it is other than 0, you have to modify this one. So how to modify? Then you have to add the another matrix. Okay, so that would be equal to the, if the T1 is 28, therefore I have eliminated the particular row and column. The column numbers are K11, K21, K31. So therefore, you have to add that the K11 into the given boundary condition as a T1. And similarly, the second element is equal K21 into T1. The third element is K31 into T1. So this matrix you have to be add to the rate vector. Okay, so anyhow first elements are eliminated, so this would be eliminated. So therefore it is also 2 by 1. So this 2 by 1 matrix is added to the rate vector. Okay, so this way you have to be modify the rate vector and need to be perform the calculation or need to be perform the unknown calculation. Now, my question is, if it is a T1 is 28 is given. Now, let us assume that the same problem, but here in the given problem, the boundary condition is given for the nodal number 3. Let us assume that. So for that case also we're going to discuss. So let us having a same matrix. So I would like to write down the global stiffness matrix as a K11. So K11 and K12 and K13, let us say. And second row would be K21, K22 and K23. And third row would be the K31 and K32 and K33. So let us take that same stiffness matrix, let us assume here. So this into the, let us having that three nodal temperature T1, T2, T3. But at this time, he may give that nodal number 3 values. So similarly, this one also, it is a Q1, Q1, Q2 minus Q2 plus Q2, and last one would be the Q3, let us say. This is because of the R suffix Q. And because of the capital Q, you may be going to get that QAL by 2 into 1, 1 plus 1, and last one would be the 1. So this would be the, let us say, it is a governing equation for the given problem. Now in a given problem, if you say that the, let us say this is nodal number 1, nodal number 2 and 3, and here 1 comma 2 comma 3, but in a problem if T3 is given like it, let us say 25 degrees centigrade. If 25 degrees T3 is given, so means that need to be apply the boundary condition T3 is equal to 28 degrees. So 25 degrees. This is a 25 degrees is given. So if T3 is given, so what we are going to do that we need to use the elimination process. Okay. Now at this point also, I'm going to use the elimination process. Okay. I'm going to use the elimination process. Okay. So the elimination process are made to be used. Okay. If T3 is 0, therefore I know that one, this particular column belongs to the T1 and this column belongs to T2 and this last one will be a T3. Similarly, the rows are T1, T2 and T3. So if it is that is the condition, therefore I need to be eliminate the particular row and columns because I'm using the elimination process. So therefore T3 is 0. So T3 row you have to be eliminate and T3 column also you have to eliminate. Okay. So therefore, if it is eliminated, therefore in the force vector or rate vector, you have to be eliminate this third element as well as this third element also you have to eliminate. So therefore, the matrix is reduced 2 by 2 and this is equal to 2 by 1 and this also 2 by 1 and it is also reduced to 2 by 1, but it is non-zero parameter boundary condition. Therefore we have to add the we have to add addition matrix to this rate vector. How we are going to add the addition matrix? Here the column parameters are the T3 column parameters are K13. So we have to use that K13 into a the T3 temperature plus K23 into T3 temperature. Next K33 into T3 temperature because it is a T3 boundary condition is given in the problem. So anyhow, this last element would be eliminated. So again, so for first two elements, we have to have K13 into T3, K23 into T3. And this is also 2 by 1 matrix. So therefore, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, it is, what is that? Additionable. Okay, so now the matrix is reduced after applying the boundary condition and using the boundary condition, we got that the stiffness matrix would be reduced to the Kt is equal to the 2 by 2 and temperature would be reduced to the, again, it is a 2 by 1 and rate vector is also after adding that this RQ, R suffix capital Q and this addition matrix, it is also be reduced to 2 by 1. So means that the system of complexity is going to be reduced. So this is a way to apply the elimination process if the boundary conditions are given non-zero parameters. Thank you.